8 years. Yeah, I have experience in all the centers, PolicyCenter, BillingCenter, and ClaimCenter, but my primary area into PolicyCenter. So yeah, so that's a very short introduction about me. Yeah, we can start with any one of the person. Let's go with the table. Yeah, anybody can start.
Um, 7 years of experience.
Sorry, Avinash, your voice is breaking.
Yeah, myself, Avna, I am working as been a senior lead in Coforge. I am having 7+ years of experience in IT.
Understood. You have any you have any Guidewire experience?
No. Automation and manual.
Okay. So no Guidewire and insurance experience.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Avinash.
Yeah.
Can someone, Surya?
Yeah, hi Ram and hi everyone. I am Surya. So currently I'm having 3+ years of experience, 3.5 years experience in insurance domain, but in a support role.
Understood. Is it into Guidewire or is non-Guidewire?
Non-Guidewire Ram.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi Ram, this is
Yeah.
Maniannan here. I have
Manikandan.
around 5 years of experience in PNC insurance, which is totally into duck rig technologies. So I just want to learn this Guidewire. That's why I
Okay.
joined here.
Oh, you already have a Duck Creek experience. That's good.
Duck rig
For which
experience, but not end to end actually. I was part of end to end testing 3 years back. After that, they implemented GenAI into a project, so I moved totally into GenAI project. So uh, now I'm preparing for an interview, but the questions come up like the end-to-end policies, what are the cancellation,
right.
those kind of things. I couldn't able to recollect it actually. I worked on those, but it's been more than 3 years actually. So that's the reason
Okay.
I'm looking for Guidewire testing.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So in Duck Creek, you worked on the policy or is it into claims?
No, actually into policy till issuance. Even I worked on
Okay.
cancellation, but I don't know the business logics and all.
Okay.
The end-to-end testing I have performed, but in interviews they are looking for deep knowledge, like what are the types of cancellation, uh,
Yes.
types of
Yes.
transaction, those kind of things. So I'm struggling there. That's the reason I joined.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for sharing the details, Manikanda. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Ram. This is Prasad.
Hi, Prasad.
I have 6 years of experience in manual testing in telecom domain, 1 to switch
Okay.
domain right now. Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
So I hope QA only, right? Or
yeah.
are you?
QA only, QA,
Okay.
manual QA.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank.
So we have covered most of them. Yeah, Venkat, please proceed.
Hi Ram, good morning.
Morning.
Myself Venkat. I'm having 12+ years of experience in both manual and automation. So in the 10+ years of experience in insurance domain.
Sorry, which domain?
Insurance domain.
Oh, okay, good.
So I was interested in learning in Guidewire. So that's the reason I joined here.
Okay. So insurance domain, is it into like what type of the insurance? Is
It's
it?
auto policy.
Oh, okay. Personal or into commercial?
It's a personal.
Personal auto. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So like just as a curious, did you use Guidewire or any other product, or is it your client own application? How did?
No, I didn't use Guidewire. but I have little bit knowledge on Guidewire too.
Okay. Which version of the Guidewire you had worked, or
No, I didn't work it, but I know there is a Guidewire to have some little bit knowledge on that. Some other I saw in some other projects in my company. That's it.
Okay, Venkat. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think Murali, Samsung, Yogamani. Could you please rename Samsung SM? Yeah, we just introducing ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll rename it. So, hi, this is Yogamani. I have like 10 years of experience in testing, and I've been in Guidewire for quite a long time. For 7 to 8 years, I've been in Guideware. But for PC, I've worked lesser time. So, I just wanted to know more about PC. I've worked for ClaimCenter. PolicyCenter, I've worked for 1 year, 2 years. So, it's been like more than 4 years. I just left PC. I was more into CC. So, that's the reason I've joined here.
That's good to know. Which products you have into CC?
Guidewire ClaimCenter, and
I meant to say
also
what LOBs you have
line of business,
Yeah.
commercial auto, commercial liability, workers compensation, and commercial property, commercial umbrella,
Okay.
fidelity and crime. Yeah.
Okay, most of them into commercials then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so Samsung, I think, and we covered everyone, right?
Yeah, hi Ram. I used to work in the mainframes right now. I want to know the Guidewire, what's the procedure and the testing method. So because of that, I've joined here.
Okay, so mainframes, is it into banking domain or insurance domain?
It's like a banking domain and somewhat insurance domain also.
Okay, understood. So you have a QA experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right, I think we covered most of the team. Yeah. So the reason being, I have asked what's your current experience, whether you have a QA background or not. So the main reason is 1 minute. Let me share my screen. So today let's have an interactive session. So if you have any sort of the questions, please do let me know. You can interrupt me. I hope you are able to see my screen. Can someone please confirm?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks, Venkat. Yeah. Okay, see, I hope everybody is looking for a job change, and you guys are looking for the Guidewire tester, like the role will be Guidewire QA. And in order to clear the Guidewire QA interview, so the main things are required. So first one is a Guidewire domain knowledge. Okay, so it is a very, very important Guidewire domain knowledge. Like if you are attending either PolicyCenter or BillingCenter or ClaimCenter, whatever product it is from the Guidewire, you should be thorough with that particular domain experience, which means the product experience. Either it is a PC, BC, or CC. Okay, in interview, I mean to say. Yeah. So every interviewer will check your first thing is a domain knowledge. They don't even ask your QA experience or nothing. They straightly dig into your domain knowledge, how much experience you have into Guidewire and what and all you know into Guidewire. Like if it is a PolicyCenter, they start with the PC related questions. If it is a CC related questions, end-to-end claim lifecycle or the policy lifecycle, any payments you have done, litigations, or into the PolicyCenter, there are multiple transactions with respect to integrations and premium validations. There are multiple modules are there in PC, CC, or BC. Okay, so Guidewire domain knowledge is a must and very important to clear the interview, either any one of the center, PC, BC, or CC. Okay, so you can learn any one of it, either PC or BC or CC. And BC has a very less, openings in the market, because the BC is a very simple tool. So let's say if you ask me to break down how complex is PC, BC, CC, if I can say PC, let's say it has around 100 screens. Example, to end-to-end implementation of the policy center has 100 screens. Okay, CC also will have roughly around 80 to 100. Okay, I mean to say the screen wise, BC will have just 20 to 25, not more than that. Okay, so BC has a very less, okay, very less screen when comparing to PC and CC. Okay, and PC is a very complex, also the CC also. Okay, PC is basically the policy center. Every insurance client starts with the policy center implementations. Once the policy center implementation is completed, and whenever the policy center is into production, and if any client or the business started with their claims, then ClaimCenter will start. So I don't know whether you can, correlate with me or not. So let's say PolicyCenter is basically creating the policies. Let's say any type of the policy. Even I hope everybody is from India, or if you're outside of India also, you can understand this. And any policy, let's say you have taken any auto policy or any home HO policy or anything, right? So how this policy will be created for the end customer, right? So what the insurance companies does, they create a policies through Guidewire application, and that application is a policy center application, right? So basically policy center application will be used by producers, who are called as a like a brokers or the agents, the insurance agents or the insurance brokers, right? So they use this policy center in order to create the policies, any kind of a policy. It is a personal lines, commercial lines, or commercial auto, commercial property, commercial umbrella, workers' compensation, general liability. These are the products available in the policy center application. Okay, so once this policy is created, let's say the policy is created and policy is in active, you have taken the policy. Let's say any loss or accident or any damage or happened either to the property or the auto, then definitely we usually call to the customer care and says that, hey, some damages happened to my property or to vehicle, so I want to open a claim, right? So that claim process, everything will be done through the ClaimCenter application. Okay, so this is basically helps to the insurance companies. Okay, so ClaimCenter is basically helps to deal with end-to-end the claim scenarios. So starting from the creation of the claim, and identify the total estimations, and making the payments, or whether it is a legal claim or illegal claim, any litigations are involved, or the payments are rejected, or it is properly processed. So everything can be tracked from opening the claim till the closing the claim. Everything will be taken care in the ClaimCenter application. Okay, so which means why I was saying this, any insurance company, let's say there is an insurance company ABC, they wanted to implement their insurance structure into Guidewire. So what they do, they first start with the policy center. They start implementing their applications into policy center. Once a policy center is completed, then they move on to the ClaimCenter. Okay, so this is second thing. Okay, and policy center, billing center, both will go hand by hand, because any policies are created into the policy center application. Any payments related, commission adjustments, commissions payments, commissions, or any some cancellations, automatic cancellations, everything will be done through the billing center. So always PC and BC will go hand by hand. Then CC works alone. It is nothing to do with billing center. PC and CC works together, because any policy created on top of the policy, the claims will be open, right? PC and CC works together, but PC and BC also works together, but not a CCBC. Okay, CCBC both are independent application. They never collaborate each other. No integrations between CC and BC. Always PC BC integrations will be there, or PC CC integrations will be there, but not a CC and BC. Okay, so just See, based on these scenarios, right? Like let's say PC has a very complex application. Also, be it CC as well. BC has a very less. It's a moderate, I would say. It is a simple application which will be having just a 20 to 25 screen. That's it. Just open BC, make the payments. That's it. Or any discount has to be provided. That's it. Okay, everything will be done through the BillingCenter application. Now, why I'm explaining this? The main thing is, as I mentioned, every insurance company first starts with the PolicyCenter. That's why PolicyCenter will be having the more openings than BillingCenter and ClaimCenter. Okay, if you look at in the market as well, you can open LinkedIn, Dice, or any Naukri or whatever. Most of the companies will ask whether the candidate have experience into PolicyCenter. Okay, that is the main thing. Almost 60% openings will be on PolicyCenter, then 40% on ClaimCenter. It's a very minimal, like a 5% or 5 to 10%. You can expect the job openings on the BillingCenter. Okay, so but majority of the projects, majority of the openings will be there on the PolicyCenter itself, because it's a huge application. It's a huge scenarios are there, and the implementation is also, it's not easy. Development is also very critical. Testing also, it's a very critical to test the PolicyCenter applications. Okay, and most of the companies, if you are already aware of the PolicyCenter, even they can hire you and they can put you into the ClaimCenter projects, because the screen presence, everything will be same across all the Guidewire. If you whenever you see the PolicyCenter, right, BillingCenter also looks similar. The application, the UI interface, the navigation part, the login and log out, whatever, the administration section, everything will be same in the PolicyCenter, BillingCenter, and ClaimCenter. If you learn the PolicyCenter, right, it's very easy to learn the ClaimCenter also and the BillingCenter also. But the main application is a PolicyCenter application. Remember this. Okay. So what I was stating that in any interview, Guidewire domain knowledge is a must. Okay. So let's say there is a one hour of an interview. Okay. So we usually take a 1 hour, okay, interview, or 30 minutes. Nobody is taking nowadays. Okay, so every interview would go for the 1 hour. So if it is a 1 hour, right, everybody will focus minimum 40 minutes or 30 to 40 minutes on the Guidewire itself. Okay, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, they try to understand how much Guidewire knowledge you have into the PolicyCenter or BillingCenter or the ClaimCenter, what and all you have done, what integrations you have done. So what is the total life cycle? Like they ask you, like, your exact hands-on on the application. It's not like the just experience. Like you cannot explain, like, this is how it will be done on the UI. You cannot say that. You just have to explain on screen, this is what we have to do to complete this step. Let's say example, if anyone asks you, how do you create the policy? Example, okay. You need to explain you need to explain screen by screen. Screen by screen explanation is a very, very important in the Guidewire interviews, so that the other person will understand, okay, this person has a good experience, good hands-on experience. This person is aware of each and every screen, and in screens also, what are the sections or the modules or what tabs are involved in the each and every screen. Okay, so Guidewire domain knowledge is a must to clear the Guidewire interviews, Guidewire QA interviews. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second one is a insurance domain. Okay, so insurance domain, it is a basically with respect to American insurance. So if you are working with the, if you are attending any, most of the clients, right, 95% of the clients are from America, okay, USA. So you should be aware of a USA insurance domain knowledge. Okay, so UK, Australia, or Japan, or Middle East, or New Zealand, or Canada, or I mean to say US or Canada, both are same. There is not much difference. And as I mentioned, UK, New Zealand, Australia, those are very simple. It's like, in USA policies, like if any person wants to create the policies in the auto, right, you will be having around 100 plus of coverages in when it is coming to USA related uh, policy for auto. If it is Australia, right, hardly they will be having a 20 coverages only, not more than that. Okay, so USA, it's they have many coverages, and number of the coverages will be included in any one of the policy. Either it is whatever is the product it is. So insurance domain with respect to the USA, it is a very important. Okay, to clear the interview again, I'm saying like here I will give you the weightage instead of mentioning this particular minutes or hours. So I will mention like 60% is very important to clear the interview on the Guidewire domain knowledge, and remaining 20% I would give it on the insurance domain knowledge. Okay, so insurance domain knowledge with respect to the USA, it is a very important, and you can learn this if you learn this Guidewire domain knowledge, and after training, even you can understand like what is the insurance domain knowledge with respect to the USA, what coverages will be available, how it works, what are the different rules involved in the USA with respect to while creating the policies or any other related modules or the section, right? So these are the important. And the last one is 20%, or I would say it is a QA skills. Okay. So that's why I was asking everybody whether you have a QA experience or not. Okay. So if you does not have any QA background, please learn it. Okay. If you want to enhance your career into Guidewire QA, but if you do not have any QA experience, please learn it separately. So you get a lot of tutorials from YouTube or Udemy or in your company, wherever it is. Okay. So QA skills also very important to clear the interview. So within the 1 hour, any interviewer, first they check your Guidewire domain skills. If this Guidewire domain skills is not matched whatever their expectations, they will reject it straight away. They don't even go with the insurance domain or the QA skills. Just for the sake of the interview, they can ask you, okay, what do you know about insurance? What do you know about the QA? Different type of the testings. These kind of questions will be asked. But if you are not thorough with the main concepts, nobody will select you. Hear me out. Okay. So it's not easy to clear the interviews. And this is a main part where you should learn. Okay. And QA part is also, you should have it. Even sometimes, if you cleared these two, let's say you have a very good experience into Guidewire domain, but few people will not have a QA skills, very basic QA skills, right? How do you write the test scenarios, and how do you execute it? How do you collaborate with the developers and the business analyst, and different type of the testing, SIT, UAT, and what's your contributions to the pre-prod environments or whatever it is. So not a simple questions. Okay. Simple questions anybody can answer. Even 1 year experience guy also, if I ask some questions, what do you do in the testing, they can tell you. But most of you guys are having around 5+ to 5-7 years experience, right? That is what I heard. So interviewer would expect some good testing knowledge from out of you. Okay. So the major related real-time experience. Okay, so those are important. So if you do not have these QA skills, please learn separately, and it is also very important to clear the interview. So these three are the very important, and this is the additional. If you already have it, good. If you does not have it, don't worry, which is a Guidewire certifications. Okay. Guidewire certifications, or another insurance certifications, or QA certifications. So if you have any these type of or if you are a good, like if you are more experienced, you should have a safe agilist certifications or certified scrum master, whatever it is. There are multiple certifications are required. I mean, it's all based on your experience. Okay. So Guidewire certifications, it's not a mandatory, but if you already working with any one of the Guidewire partnered companies, okay. Now, what is a Guidewire partnered companies? So if you open the Guidewire, right? So just click on this partner, you will understand what are the Guidewire partner companies. Yeah. So these are the clients. So Guidewire partner. So they change this site. Consulting and implementations. Yeah. You can see, right? So here, so these are the Guidewire partnered companies. Okay, so there are many. So I think most of them are not listed here. Let me scroll down, or you could see somewhere. Okay, see PwC, Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, Capgemini, and there are multiple new companies are also got added here. But it's not available. So whatever it is. So these are the Guidewire partnered companies. If you are working with any one of the partnered company, you just go ahead and ask your Guidewire COE, like control of excellence. So every Guidewire will have every Guidewire unit, like I want to say business unit. They will be having this COE, and you just reach out to them and ask them you to nominate for these certifications, Guidewire certification. Okay, it's a very important. If you have it, it's a good. They nominate you, you can clear it. It takes around 2 to 3 weeks to learn all the chapters in the Guidewire certifications. They will provide you, and once you complete those, the tutorials or whatever the topics they have mentioned, if you read it thoroughly, then you can clear it. Okay, so it's a straightforward. But you cannot nominate yourself. Okay, you cannot do that. So basically all the certifications you will have to do it from the education.guidewire.com. So there is a separate portal. Okay, education.guidewire portal. Okay, from here you have to complete the certifications, and let's say any person has completed the certification. If you enter their first name and last name, just click search, you can see their names, so that you cannot fake. Even in your resume, if you keep that you have completed the certification of the Guidewire, so the interviewer will definitely search this, your first name, last name, your company, and click on the search. They know whether you have completed or not. Okay, so they can easily understand that. So don't fake anything into your resume. That is the first thing. Okay, but whatever, however, I was just trying to say you need to complete the certification from this portal, guidewire.education.com, and you cannot do it by your own. Someone has to nominate you. Like the nomination will be done by these partnered companies in India. Okay, if you are based out of USA and Canada, you can register yourself and you pay some $250 or $300, then you can do it complete. But in India, you cannot do it by your own. In US and Canada, you can do it. Only in US and Canada, not UK, Australia, and also. Okay. So if you are part of those regions, you can directly sign up, pay the amount. So they will give you 3 months of a time. You complete all the tutorials and appear the exam, you clear it. So that is a process. All right. So, and second one is insurance certifications. So there are multiple insurance certifications like INS 21, 22, 23, 24. If you're already part of the insurance domain, you would understand this. So these are and all you can directly enroll and do it. So through from institutes. Institutes INS 21, let's say example. The institutes. So there are multiple certifications 21, 22, 23, 24. So these are related to like products. Okay, so if you explain 21, 22, 23, 24. So 21 is basically property and the casualty insurance. So you can see here. Yeah. And 22 is only for the personal insurance. 23 is for the commercial insurance. This is for the general insurance. It's all depends on how you want to enhance your career. So in insurance itself, there are multiple products. So in the commercial lines or the personal lines or into the general insurance or the basic insurance, whatever it is. Okay, if you want to be professional in the Guidewire domain experience or insurance domain experience. So basically the business analyst people does this. Okay, so business analyst, it's not a mandatory, but basically they complete these certifications to understand the requirements from the business side. Okay, so that's why these are very important from the insurance domain knowledge. Okay, so these are the certifications are required from the insurance domain. Certification, QA certifications, whatever IS2 QB or I don't remember. So there are some certifications are there from the QA side. So it's always good to have some certification. Any one of the certification, please keep it safe or CSM or whatever it is. Okay. So these are the main important things are required to clear the interview. Guidewire domain knowledge, insurance domain, QA skills are very, very important. And certifications, if you have, good. If not, please try to ask in your company or complete any one of these certification. These three you can do it directly. You pay some 5,000, 6,000 for you can complete the QA certification. Say Agilist, if you are working with good MNC, then they will nominate you. I can do it. CSM, you just give 20,000. You just attend those training. They will give the certification directly. Okay, these are the straightforward. Guidewire, if you are working with the Guidewire partnered companies, they will nominate you. And insurance, you can do it by your own. And again, it is a costly. These two are a little bit expensive. Comparing, I mean, CSM, Guidewire institutes, these are expensive. These are straightforward, simple. Okay. Now, as a part of my training, okay, I will be covering these two. Okay. So these two, Guidewire domain knowledge with respect to the PolicyCenter, I will cover end to end. Okay. And the insurance domain, whenever I explain the PolicyCenter application, I cover the insurance domain as well. So my training would be with respect to the real examples. Okay. Let's say whenever I'm adding any coverages to the auto, let's say any like collision is coverage. Okay. Just I'm taking one small example. Collision is one of the coverage. So why user will pick that coverage? What is the importance? So in that way I explain. Okay. So that explains, that covers the insurance domain as well. Okay. So insurance domain and Guidewire domain knowledge, everything will be covered as a part of this training. And QA skills, please learn it by yourself. I'm not covering anything from the QA. However, I will spend 1 hour into the QA, like, with respect to the Guidewire scenarios, how do you write the test cases? How do you derive the test scenarios? Okay, these I can explain because testing is common for any domain, be it a banking, e-commerce or SAP or the Guidewire, it is the same, right? The process is same. Whenever the deployment is done, you need to perform the smoke testing, then write the test cases, execute it, raise the defects, and then followed by different type of the testing, system integration testing, UAT testing, pre-prod testing. There are multiple activities has to be done by QAs, sanities, and all. So that is a common across every domain, right? That I'm not covering. Okay. So, but I spend 1 hour or more than 1 hour on day-to-day basis. Also, I will explain like how this is the way you need to think from the QA perspective and write the test cases. So I can explain how to write the test cases into this Guidewire. Okay, it is a common, but as I mentioned, we just need to more emphasize on these. So these are the essential parts. Okay. Then let me open this particular topics like testing, PolicyCenter, training course. Yeah. Yeah. So before proceeding with this, right? Yeah. So to complete this entire training, right? Guidewire PolicyCenter application alone for now. Okay. So again, I'm reiterating. Currently, we'll cover only PolicyCenter. This itself, it will take around 23 hours, 22 to 23 hours. Okay. So you can say around 4 to 5 weeks. So 4 to 5 weeks to complete this Guidewire PC. Okay. Guidewire PC alone, it requires 22 to 23 hours. And the course of content is this. Yeah. Here, some of them are repetitive. So, but anyway, so I will start with the introduction and the PolicyCenter lifecycle, PI, PC, UI walkthrough, then followed by different products like LOBs. We'll start with the homeowners and the commercial property, like personal auto, workers' compensation, and with followed by different transactions, how to perform the policy change, cancellations, reinstatements, rewrite, and the renewals, manual and auto, renewal workflows by changing the clocks, and a delinquency process, product models. The requirements would get into the product models and the forms, form patterns, form inventories, and underwriting rules requirement, business rules, how the user stories looks like in the Guidewire projects. There are some settings in the Guidewire applications. So how do we deal with that? So as I mentioned, some of them are repetitive right here. So these please ignore it. And the life cycles and different projects in the PolicyCenter. There are some state rollout projects, configurations, integrations, upgrade related projects, And this is basically the common, I mean, like for every QA, these are and all required, right? So what is agile methodology? So every project will use this agile scrum methodology, and what exactly agile scrum and the roles and responsibilities of the Guidewire tester on day-to-day basis, right? So Guidewire project team structure, because these and also will be asked in the interview. At the end, they can ask you, tell me about your team structure. So what's your roles and responsibilities? Yeah. So these also important. And these are the optional interview preparation for the PC and creation of the resume. This, if you already have any resume, I can tailor it, I can update it and provide it to you, provide back to you. Okay. So these are the course content, and it will take around 22 to 23 hours. If it is a CEC, currently it's not handy, but it will take around 12 to 13 hours. Sorry, 12 to 15 hours it required for CC alone. Minimum 12 is required because some of the topics will be already covered in the PolicyCenter, the basics and all. Here I can cover it within the 12 hours. So this is a straightforward. Okay. If you want only CC alone, again it required around 18 to 20 hours. Okay. Without having the PC. Okay. But if once the PC is completed, CC can cover within the 12 hours of session, 12 to 15, not more than that, 12 to 13. Yeah, that's it, not more than that. Yeah. So these are the about the training topics and the timings. I hope everybody is fine at 10 a.m. IST. Okay, I know a few of you might be traveling. I totally understand that. You will be getting the recorded sessions after the course is complete. Sorry, the training is completed, and also we will be providing this remote desktop, so where you can access the Guidewire PolicyCenter application with the version of 10. So we are providing the version 10 itself for your hands-on and Guidewire PolicyCenter application. So this is the latest version. It's not into the cloud. So this we have installed in our local, but everybody can access it. Okay. So you get some username credentials like a username and password. So once you entered it, and you can access this particular application, I will provide the URL, and you can start working on the policy creations and all based on our course details. Yeah. So that's all. Any queries? Hey, hi, Sai Kiran.
Hello.
Yes. Sorry.
I have few queries.
Your voice is lagging.
Now, is my voice is okay now?
Yeah, Sai Kiran.
Actually, joined the session with Ram. Around, I have 9 years of experience into manual testing. Actually, is my voice is clear, Ram?
Yes, I can hear you. Please tell me.
Totally, I don't. I mean, I don't have any experience on this Guidewire. This is new to me. Total, I have 9 years of experience, Ram. This is my background. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to
Okay.
use myself. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you have a QA, right? QA experience also.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Venkat. Okay. You already introduced yourself, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Team, please feel free to ask any questions. I know most of you are more than 5 years, 7 years, and some of you all about 10 as well. So there will be multiple questions running in your mind. Totally agree. Please feel free to ask. Yeah. So again, my training of the PolicyCenter application would cover advanced level. So even if you have around 10 years experience or 7 years experience, I think you can, after this training, you can easily update your resume and start looking for, searching for the jobs. Yeah.
Hi, Ram. Actually, I'm totally into ducting technologies. So my, uh, so in the upcoming interviews, how can I project it like I worked on Guidewire actually?
You just
Will
tell
they
them
ask for a client?
remove Guidewire, sorry,
Okay.
remove, no need to put anything about the duck rig.
Okay.
Let's say you have, I remember you have around 4 to 5 years experience into duck rig, right?
Yes, Ram.
Yeah. Keep like 1 year into duck rig and remaining 4 years into PC.
So the same client can have both the technologies, or
Yes, you can keep the same client. That doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. 1 minute. So let me reshare my screen. See, sometimes, anyway, you already work with the insurance clients. That's good. But for others, right, whenever you are keeping the client names in your CV, right, let's not keep any company. Okay, any insurance company you cannot keep in your CV. So in Guidewire, you have a column called as, whatever, the tabs called as customers, and select these customers and America region. You can put any one of these clients. Okay, so these are the American insurance companies which are using these Guidewire applications. Okay, so there are many. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Ram. Is age is part of Guidewire or
AIG?
American? Yes.
Definitely it will
They
be.
they're using Duck Creek. Just want to make sure.
You can tell them they are migrating from Duck Creek to Guidewire. Yeah. So
So
currently,
Guidewire is the updated technology, or which one is the?
it's not updated technology. See,
Okay.
why Guideware most of the clients are using, it's because of the nature of its deployments, and it supports, how can I explain? Like, see, I'm not sure about the Guidewire, sorry, Duck Creek. Okay. Let's say any company wants to implement homeowners policy. Okay. So Guidewire is already providing the homeowners with the template, like which will be having hundreds of the coverages, and each and every life cycle it will be provided, right? So now that base product will be provided to the client so they can do the easy customizations. Okay. For across all the 51 states. And it is easy to deploy. It is easy to deploy into any one of the environment. The production is also very easy. Support is also very easy. That's why the Guidewire is very popular nowadays. Usually in previous, I'm not sure about the Guidewire. So let's say any one of the client wants to implement the 51 states across all the 51, right, in USA, all 51 states for homeowners policy. It would take more than 2 to 3 years, if I'm not wrong, right? In Guidewire, it can be done within the 6 months. 6 months to 1 year, they can implement across all the 51. Either it is a forms, product model, integrations, and everything. They can release within the 6 months or 1 year itself. It's a very easy to do that. It's not a easy, it is a complex, but they have that nature. Okay, they have built multiple the cloud implementations, easy to deploy and everything. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep these resumes. AIG, it's not there. Probably it could be there for. Let me see here. AXA is over here. It is into Europe, Middle East. No, age is not there. I'm not sure. Yeah. So you can, but you can keep any one of it. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Nobody will check. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And coming to job openings, you can, I mean, most of you might have done a lot of research before coming to this training. There are many, to be honest. Okay. At the same time, it's not easy to crack job interview very easily. It's not easy. Okay. Every interviewer will select you only if you have a good knowledge on the Guidewire. Even if it's like, for other domain, right, in the banking or whatever, even if you explain around 60%, they might consider you, might not consider you. Okay. But in Guidewire, it's not like that. Even if you have explained 75%, still they will keep you aside as a buffer. If they do not get any resource, then only they will pick you. Okay. It's not easy to get a job again in the Guidewire testing. Okay. So that's why I'm saying if you are learning, learn it thoroughly. Okay. That's a very, very important. So because it's not easy to test. Guidewire product testing is not easy, just like the banking and all. So whenever I'm saying, let's say any implementations are coming, let's say a new tab is added to any one of the screen. Example, that is your requirement. Okay. In banking domain, what you do? You just log in, verify the tab with the different roles, whether it is working or not, your job is done. But in Guidewire, you will have to verify multiple scenarios, not only in the policy. While you are renewing the policy, it is available or not, while policy change or cancellations with a different type of the transactions across 51 states, right? So let's say your requirement is the tab should be available all the 51 states. So you have to create the 51 policies here. Either you need to verify for each and every state, or on sampling basis, minimum you have to verify for 15 states. Okay, testing is not easy. Okay, there are multiple scenarios, multiple end-to-end scenarios will be there. Okay, so again, any experienced person can understand. If anybody asks you like how many total end-to-end scenarios for one product, okay, I don't know how to explain this. Anybody has done the POCs or anything, RFPs or anything? Okay, so if anybody comes to you and asks you, if I want to implement the homeowners policy into the PolicyCenter application, okay, how many end-to-end scenarios would come? Yeah, so it would come more than 100 to 200 end-to-end scenarios just to implement the product. 100 end-to-end scenarios. End-to-end is nothing but the main scenarios. It's not a test cases. Test cases would go more than 5,000. Okay, so end-to-end scenarios itself very huge complex. So which means it's a huge product. Okay, testing is not easy in the Guidewire. Okay, and also coming to the remuneration or the compensation, whatever you call it, it is equal to developers. In banking, SAP or e-commerce, right? Developers get some more than you. Like if you get around 1, they might get 1.5, right? 1.5x. But here in Guidewire, it's not like that. It won't applicable. Whatever the developer is earning, even QA gets the same compensation, because the testing is also very critical and the efforts also same. And efforts is nothing but the estimations whenever you are giving, right? So developers take a less estimations here, but QA estimations would be more in Guidewire. The testings are huge. The testing efforts are huge. Any scenario, you cannot complete within 1 story point to execute those scenarios. Minimum you require 3 story points or 5 story points. Okay, so that's why in compensation also it's good. And it's a very, complex product. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Manikandan, please go ahead. I know I'm going just beyond your question. Yeah.
Actually, I mentioned my client name in my resume, so that's why I want to clarify.
You can keep it, Manikandan, but add one more, any one of the client as well, saying that for this client you worked on the PolicyCenter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That would help.
The course duration will be 1 month, right?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it would be around 4 to 5 weeks. If everybody is fine, sometimes I can take a 2 hours on the weekend and I mean, it all depends on the, the batch. Okay. If everyone fine, then we can do that. Yeah. Otherwise, it's okay. And sometimes, even I may miss the classes at 10 o'clock. We have to go 2 days to the office. And sometimes my calls will start a little bit early. So in that case, I will inform, 1 day prior that I might not take a class tomorrow. So that usually happen. So try to understand that also. Yeah. So once in a week or so whenever, I cannot able to take the class, right? I would inform prior. Yeah. But any missing classes, I can compensate on weekends if everybody is fine. Otherwise, it's okay. We can go on slow pace. So everybody would find at 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock in the morning, or anyone has any concerns? Okay, I'm assuming no. Any other questions? Okay, I see some mic issues, sir. Okay, that's fine. Don't call me sir. Anything else from anyone? Okay, then please try to, if you are really want to learn the Guidewire, I would say it's a right forum because so many people leverage with this course and they already cracked the interviews and they are working. So I'm not exaggerating here. We have so many testimonies. You can get those testimonies from Ravi. Multiple people after my training, I have that much confidence. They're already working in PwC, Hexaware, Cognizant, multiple. Okay, even Capgemini. So there are people who already working into the Guidewire. Okay. So yeah. Okay, we still have a 1 minute or 2 minutes. We can, otherwise we can wrap it up. So try to join the this batch. The reason again I'm saying once the second half is completed, once October has started, right? There will be less job openings. I think most of you might know, right? In the second half, whenever the Thanksgiving November period is started in USA, openings will not be there. You cannot even find it, right? Till January, it will hold. Again, on January, February, the market will open. So in this year, till October, you can see some good openings. Later, you will not find. There will be openings, but not much as compared to now. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not only for Guidewire, for everything. See, we depends on the USA, right? From the projects. Definitely USA holds the hiring. It won't be opening here also. Yeah, that's a common. Yeah, not only for Guidewire. Yeah, all USA projects work like this. Anyway, I think most of you guys are hesitant to speak, or you might be traveling or in office. Totally understand. I hope we are good. Let's catch up tomorrow with our class. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you, Ram.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Ram.